Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to discuss the absurd drama Waiting for Godot by Samuel Beckett. Before getting into it, I would like to give you a quick review on drama and its types. Drama is one of the ancient literary genre. Every culture is intertwined with drama. Greek writers were very famous in writing drama. Sophocles, Aeschylus, and Euripides were important Greek dramatists. Even Aristotle framed his rules for tragedy by watching this dramas of these three Greek writers. He framed the rules for tragedy, that is the main six elements plot, lexis, and spectacle, all those things were framed based on these writers. And in ancient times, stories were enacted for the common people from the religious text to teach the moral values. Based on the theme, they have been classified as morality play and miracle plays. Morality plays mainly take the story from the Bible. It teaches the moral values to the common people. And then you have the miracle play. Miracle play is all about the stories of saints. The miracles performed by them will be enacted to the people. The next type, it is the mask. Mask is also a sort of drama. But what is the major difference between drama and a mask means? Mask is mainly performed for the aristocratic people, and it will be performed only in the courts and in some important occasions. It was very famous during the Renaissance time. A mask is written in ornamental language and it has lavish dressing, and royal class people will also be enacting as characters in it. Ben Johnson's The Mask of Beauty and Mask of Blackness are very famous examples to get an idea about what is mask. The next one, it is closet drama. Closet drama means a drama which is mainly meant only for the reading purpose, not to be enacted on the stage. So Milton's Samson and Agonistus is a proper example for a closet drama. It was very famous during the Restoration time. Later it get faded out, but during at a particular time it was very famous. That is also another type of drama. Even drama can be classified into tragedy, comedy, and in that you have tragic comedy. When it comes to comedy, you have comedy of manners and comedy of humors. You have black humor. So based on the genres and the performance of the character, we classify the genre into different types. After 1700, after the Restoration, uh, drama started to find a different path, but mainly after 1700s there were no emergence of drama. It started to decline. The writers started to focus on criticism, poetry, and uh, novels. During Queen Victoria's period, many criticism and novels and even poetry started to sprout, but this genre drama was get faded out. It became out of the trend, but it all leads to a great comeback for the literary genre called drama. Then at the 20th century, Irish literary revival renewed this genre. Many dramas were produced to project the culture, and then slowly and surely the absurd drama become very famous. After the World War I and II, people felt a boredom in their life. The rise of industries made the people to be very mechanical. Every day they lived the same life. It is very easy to understand the difference between a traditional drama and another drama. In a traditional drama, we have a proper plot, we have the coherence, you have the continuity of the events, you have some flashback stories to understand why certain characters are behaving in a way. But whereas when it comes to absurd drama, we don't get these sort of vivid ideas about characters or plot. All of a sudden, they will introduce a character in a bizarre scene. We don't know why this scene appears in this text, but that is how the absurd drama will be, and the characters won't get any sort of background story. What they will do is immediately they will introduce the character. They don't give any uh, ideas to understand what sort of character they are. In due course of time, while we are flipping the pages, we try to grasp their characters. And when it comes to conventional drama, we have a closed ending. We will be satisfied with that story. Either it is a tragedy, or either it might be a comedy. We might get an ending. But when it comes to the absurd drama, most of the dramas will be open ended. That is, the reader, that is we need to interpret. This might be the conclusion. So the writer gives you an option, or he lets you to interpret. This is how it might have happened in this story. And this is the basic difference between the absurd drama and conventional or traditional drama. And when it comes to conventional or traditional drama, you have proper arrangements of the character. But whereas here we have only limited characters, and even though we have this limited characters, we don't have a clear cut understanding of them. So these are all some nuances to understand the differences between traditional drama and absurd drama. So during the 20th century, we have very famous absurd plays. And if we want to remember the most famous absurd dramatists, here is the list: Samuel Beckett, Harold Pinter, Eugene Ionesco, John Jannat, Tom Stoppard, and Luigi Pirandello. And the famous absurd dramas are Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot, which was published in the year 1948. Basically, it was written in French. Later, it was translated into English, and then it was become very famous. And then Harold Pinter's Birthday Party in the year 1957. It also reached a huge audience. Even now, in many colleges and in many universities, it has been prescribed uh, for the students to understand what is an absurd drama. And then Tom Stoppard's Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead, where Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are the main characters to be played in this absurd drama. But the source work for this absurd drama is Shakespeare's Hamlet, where we have the grave diggers, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern in that play. But Tom Stoppard reworked it. He took the minor characters and put them in this drama as major characters, which was very famous drama during his times. It was published in the year 1966. And here comes an important uh, drama where everyone should read to grasp or to understand what is absurd drama. That is Luigi Pirandello's Six Characters in Search of Its Author. Very interesting story. It was written in the year 1921. Uh, what happens is the characters in a text, they will come to life. They will come out of the text, and they were in search of its author, and accidentally they enter into a drama troupe, and where the director directs the story, or where he tries to complete the incomplete stories of that characters in the text called Six Characters in Search of its Author. It is a very uh, unique way of writing this sort of things at 20th century. So these are all some important absurd drama to understand this genre. So about the writer Samuel Beckett. So Samuel Beckett was an Irish writer, and he dabbled in different genres in literature. He was a novelist, dramatist, and a short story writer, and even he directs his own plays. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 1969. His famous novels were Malloy, Malon Dice, and The Unnameable. His dramas were very unique among the other absurd dramatists. He made a prim and proper experimentation with his character in his dramas. One of those is Nil and Nag in Endgame, where they live their life in a dustbin. And then you have the next famous play entitled Breath. It lasts only for 35 seconds. And one of the unique thing about this drama is it doesn't have any characters. Not even a single character it possesses. He staged it. What happened was the curtain raised for around 28 seconds or 30 seconds. They heard the breathing sound, and then after that the curtain falls down. The play comes to an end. So within 35 seconds he introduced a new practice in absurd drama. That is why Samuel Beckett is very unique from other absurd dramatists. Just imagine, it is not the 21st century where we have all these reviews from YouTubes and we have OTT platforms, all those things. But when it comes to 20th century, they don't have that sort of facilities where they directly get into the theater. They see the actual performances of the actors. But just imagine what sort of guts this man Samuel Beckett possessed. Without any characters, he has directed a drama called Breath, which lasts for only 35 seconds. And then he has also written a play called Play. And then among all of his dramas, the most famous was Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot, which even reached a huge audience even at 21st century. This drama is written in 2 acts, and it also has a subtitle called A Tragic Comedy in 2 acts. So these are all some important ideas about what is drama, or what are the types of drama, what is the difference between a conventional drama and absurd drama, and what do you mean by closet drama. Remember, drama is a genre where the writer shows his writing skill. The flowery language will be there. One of the important rule to write a drama, according to Aristotle, it is the lexis. The words, the dialogue should be flowery, it should be elegant. And then and there, the writers of different ages, they relaxed the language according to their own flexibility. But the standard drama written by the great writers like Christopher Marlowe, Shakespeare, Ben Jonson, all those classic things possessed a great flowery language. So absurd drama is a different genre which emerged during the first half of the 20th century, and which occupies a great place in literature. And one of the important texts is Waiting for Godot, which was written by Samuel Beckett. And in this video we are going to see what are the actions took place in those 2 acts. Before getting into the story, I would like you to introduce the characters. So we have only limited characters. We have 6 characters. So the first one, it is Vladimir. Vladimir, he is also known as Didi, and he is the only intellectual person among the other characters, because he always tries to remember what all the events happened in previous scenes. And one of the problems of this character Vladimir is he suffers from a prostrate problem. Prostrate problem means it is all about a person who has problem of urinating frequently. So from that issue he suffers a lot. So that is the character of Vladimir. And then we have another character, that is Estragon. Estragon, he is also known as Gogo by Vladimir, and who is always accompanied with Vladimir. About this character, who is he is the one who often sleeps and has poor memory. Then and now, Vladimir makes him to recall what are the events that has happened previously. So that is Estragon. And the next character, it is Pozzo. Pozzo is a landlord of that particular area, and he has a slave called Lucky. And in Act 2, he turns as a blind. We never get a reason why he has become blind. So one of the absurdity of this character, it is in Act 1 he will be very normal in the sense physically, but when it comes to Act 2 he turns as a blind person who seeks the help of his slave Lucky. And then the next character, it is Lucky, who is the slave of Pozzo, and in Act 2 he turns as a dumb, like Pozzo turns as blind, he turns as a dumb. We never know what has happened to these two characters when they left for that fair. So that is Lucky, and he is the one who entertains everyone in this drama. He dances, he makes all those rubbish things, and he works for them in this drama. So that is Lucky. And then an unnamed boy who appears twice in this drama. He's the messenger from Godot, and he always informs to this Vladimir and Estragon that Godot will not come today, surely tomorrow. So this is what the dialogue he utters. So the play Waiting for Godot, which is written in 2 acts, and it has a subtitle called Tragic Comedy in 2 acts. So this story is written only in 2 acts. Usually when it comes to drama, it has a golden rule that it should be written in 5 acts, but this drama is written in 2 acts. So the play opens with the struggling of Estragon under a leafless tree. He tries to remove his boots from a mount. He seeks for the help of Vladimir, but he refuses to help him. Vladimir starts a conversation with Estragon about the two thieves who were crucified with Jesus Christ. When Estragon insists Vladimir to move on, Vladimir reminds him that they are waiting for Godot. Just to remember, Vladimir is the only character who remembers the things happened previously. So he makes Estragon to remind at that place to meet Godot. But within few minutes, Estragon falls asleep, and then Vladimir wakes him up. And after that, Estragon tries to speak to Vladimir about the nightmares he had while he was sleeping, but Vladimir refuses to hear his nightmares. They have a comic conversation about hanging themselves, and then Estragon feels hungry after some time. Then he is provided with a carrot by Vladimir. Vladimir and Estragon hears a crying. They see two characters approaching them, that is Pozzo and Lucky. So Pozzo and Lucky arrives at that place. Lucky carries a huge baggage and he is tied to a rope around his neck. And another end of the rope is in the hands of Pozzo. So Lucky is a slave of Pozzo. Lucky does everything for Pozzo. When he asks for a chicken bones, Pozzo denies it. Estragon wants to know what are the things Lucky carries in his baggage, but he fails to find out because he never keeps it down. Lucky never keeps his baggage down unless Pozzo demands him to perform some works for him. Estragon requests Lucky to dance for them. Then Lucky dances for them and the sun set. After this, they speak for some time, and again he drives Lucky towards a fair to sell him. After this, a boy arrives and says that Godot will not come today but surely tomorrow. So they plan to move on. That is Estragon and Vladimir. They start to plan to move from that place, but they will be standstill. But before they are moving, they will be having a discussion about hanging themselves, where Estragon asks Vladimir to remind him to bring rope when they come to this place tomorrow, because today they don't have rope to hang themselves. So in case if they come tomorrow, if get a rope, we can hang ourselves in this tree. So they had this discussion and they plan to move on, but they will be remaining at the same place when the act 1 comes to end. So that is act 1. In Act 2, Vladimir examines the tree which has 4 to 5 leaves. Estragon says again he was beaten up. He asks Vladimir what to be get done. Vladimir replies that we need to wait for Godot. Meanwhile, Pozzo and Lucky arrives. Pozzo becomes blind and Lucky is dumb in this Act 2. We never know how this happened. We never get any sort of background story how Pozzo becomes blind and Lucky turns dumb in Act 2. Then Vladimir starts a conversation that yesterday the tree was bare and it doesn't possess any leaves, but today it has 4 to 5 leaves. When he has this confusion, Estragon interferes in that conversation and says that we were in a compartment yesterday. We didn't arrive at this place yesterday. While they are hearing this, Estragon sees his shoes, that is his boots, but the color of the boots gets changed. This confusion is going on at that place. Meantime, Pozzo and Lucky were listening what these two people are speaking, and Estragon sleeps within few minutes and has a nightmare. Again he wants to share it with Vladimir, but he refuses to hear it again as in Act 1. During this conversation, they happen to exchange the hat. It was a comic scene where everyone exchanges everyone's hat, and Lucky's hat has been get exchanged to Vladimir. They insult each other. They made all those rubbish conversations. They danced. They fell down. All those things happened in this Act 2. After this, Pozzo and Lucky, they started to continue their journey. After they has gone, this fellow, a boy from Godot, he arrives to that place and he mentions that Godot will not come today but surely tomorrow. Estragon tries to ask whether he will come tomorrow or not, but the boy started to run away from that place. After some time, Vladimir and Estragon stands at that place and they plan to depart from that place. Again, Estragon makes Vladimir to remember him, while we are coming tomorrow, we should bring a rope to hang ourselves in this tree. They plan to depart, but they still remain at that place, and then the curtain falls down. We never know whether Godot arrives the very next day or Vladimir and Estragon hang themselves in the tree. So that is the story waiting for Godot, and Godot is the only character who never appears in this drama throughout this play. Even in this video, we have also seen the other characters discussion, but we never come across the appearance of Godot. We never know whether the word Godot means God or it refers to someone else, someone else in this drama. So that is waiting for Godot. If this drama clearly portrays about the philosophy of existentialism, and it helps to understand what is the genre of theater of absurd. So that is the ideas discussed in this drama Waiting for Godot. So there were some famous lines, that is nobody comes and nobody goes. All those things makes us to realize how the life has become absurd. So this drama helps us to understand the philosophy of existentialism and the genre called theater of absurd. So we can understand how the characters are having a conversations which is very broken, and they never know how to get connected to the previous things. So all these things are the basic tenets of understanding absurd drama. So thank you.